I'm here to talk to you about a topic that's near and dear to my heart. Recognizing the effects of brain chemistry in relationships. Now, I'm not a scientist, but I've read a few articles and I watched a couple of YouTube videos, so basically, I'm an expert. First off, let's talk about the three stages of romantic love: lust, attraction, and attachment. Lust is when you're hungry like an animal and you're ready to pounce on your prey. Attraction is when you start to think the other person is the most amazing thing in the world and you start to imagine your life together, complete with that picket fence and a little dog called Spot. And attachment is when you start to settle down and get serious about the relationship and you realize that maybe Spot isn't such a great name for a dog anyway. But what's happening in our brain during all of this? Well, when you fall in love, your brain gets flooded with all types of chemicals like dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin. Dopamine is like a happy pill. It makes you all feel like blissful and excited. Norepinephrine is like a shot of espresso. It gives you heightened attention and focus. And serotonin is like a bossy older sister. It suppresses your neural circuits in assessing others. So basically, when you're in love, you're walking around like a bunch of zombies, completely oblivious to the flaws and the imperfections of your partner. You're too busy daydreaming about your future life together to notice that they snore like a chainsaw or leave their dirty dishes in the sink for weeks at end. But there is one thing: brain chemistry. Brain chemistry changes depending on how long you've been in love. The initial rush of attraction can fade away. And that's when things get dicey. All of a sudden you notice that your partner chews with their mouth open or picks their nose in public. Ugh. And that's when the dopamine and norepinephrine starts to wear off and the serotonin starts to kick back in. So what's the lesson here? Well, attraction doesn't mean a long attachment. If one or both of the individuals in the relationship could not overcome a quality or a habit or a trait that the other one has. So if you're looking for a long-term relationship, it's important to look beyond the initial rush of attraction. See the other person for who they really are. I think it was Carrie Bradshaw, the great philosopher, who said, "Some love stories aren't epic novels, some are short stories, but that doesn't make them any less filled with love." Falling in love is like reading a short story. It's exciting, it's fun, and it might not last forever, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth reading. So embrace the chemical cocktail that's love, but don't forget to keep it real. Look beyond that initial rush of attraction and see the other person for who they really are. And if you're really lucky, you might find a partner who loves you despite your flaws and imperfections. And remember, brain chemistry, love, relationship advice, dopamine rush, reality check. So if you felt rebellious, go ahead and just remember, love is a biochemical conspiracy. It's your call.